It is a revelation that will send shockwaves through the very foundation of Nigeria's financial and security systems. A massive expose that tears the mask off the faces funding the bloodshed in our country. If you thought terrorism was just about men in the bush with guns, you are about to see the men in the cities with bank accounts. The headline is screaming, SaharaReporters uncovers 23 suspected terror financiers with billions in suspicious transactions. We are broadcasting this exclusive deep dive report today, Friday, December 5, 2025, to break down the identities, the billions, and the sophisticated networks that have been allegedly fueling Boko Haram and other terror groups while innocent Nigerians die. This is not just a list. It is a dossier of betrayal. We are talking about businessmen in Kano, traders in Zaria, and even international actors from Rwanda and Niger who have turned the killing of Nigerians into a multi-billion naira enterprise. Let's get straight to the gist of this explosive investigation. SaharaReporters has obtained detailed intelligence on a network of 20 Nigerians and 3 international individuals. The investigation traces their personal data, financial transactions, and direct links to convicted terrorists. But the most disturbing part, many of these suspects were arrested in 2021 but were released under questionable circumstances. They walked free while their money kept moving. At the top of this list is Alhaji Saidu Ahmed, also known as Alhaji Saidu Gold. Based in Zaria, this businessman is identified as a key financier of Boko Haram. His accounts have recorded inflows totaling 4.8 billion naira. He is directly linked to convicts Surajo Abubakar Mohammed and Ibrahim Ali Al-Hassan, individuals already noted in UAE court proceedings for terrorism financing. This man is allegedly the bank for the boys in the bush. Then there is Hussaini Adamu, a Kano-based businessman operating 111 accounts across 9 banks. Yes, 111 accounts. His transactions reflect inflows exceeding 43 billion naira. He is implicated in facilitating the procurement of weapons. Imagine the volume of arms 43 billion naira can buy. This is not petty cash. This is war funding. We also have Mohammed Sani Adam, a trader in forex and precious stones. His 41 accounts show inflows of 54.1 billion naira. He is recognized as the right-hand man of Alhaji Saidu. The sheer scale of these transactions suggests a highly organized criminal enterprise operating under the guise of legitimate business. The investigation also uncovers the role of Murtala Abdallah Jega, a bureau de change operator. He received 60 million naira from convict Bashir Ali Yusuf and transferred funds to entities like Leaf Tobacco and Commodities, which were reportedly used to procure weapons. This highlights how BDCs are being used as the veins to pump blood money into the terror network. But it gets even more shocking. When we look at the international connections, the report lists Tribat Rujugiro Ayabatwa, a Rwandan businessman who died in April 2024. Before his death, his accounts showed inflows of 67 billion naira. He and his son, Paul Ninkwaya, co-owned Leaf Tobacco and Commodities, facilitating offshore transfers linked to the convicts. This proves that the terror financing network is not just local, it is transnational, involving tobacco companies and foreign businessmen. And then there is Abubakar Hima, known as Petit, an arms dealer from Niger operating in Abuja. His accounts facilitated transfers exceeding $1.19 million from the UAE to convicts associates. He is under investigation for fraud involving hundreds of millions of naira. This man was operating right under the nose of the government in the capital city. The list goes on to include public servants like Ladan Ibrahim, the chairman of the Sokoto Pilgrims Welfare Agency, whose accounts transferred significant sums to financiers, linking public funds to terrorist channels. It includes Nuruddin Gani Aliyu in Sokoto, Adamu Aliyu Kanoma in Zamfara, and Mansur Mohammed Usman in Kano, a textile dealer identified in UAE judgments as a money transfer agent for Boko Haram. This expose raises terrifying questions. If these men were arrested in 2021, why were they released? Who authorized their freedom? Why are their accounts still active? It suggests a high-level cover-up or a system so compromised that it cannot hold its own enemies accountable. While soldiers are dying in Sambisa Forest, these financiers are allegedly moving billions in Kano and Dubai. The connection to the UAE judgments is critical.
The United Arab Emirates convicted and jailed Nigerians for funding Boko Haram years ago. They provided the names, they provided the evidence. Yet back home in Nigeria, the government has dragged its feet, and now we hear that suspects were released. This lack of political will to crush the financial backbone of terrorism is why the war has dragged on for over a decade. We are looking at a shadow economy of terror. Forex traders, gold dealers, textile merchants, all seemingly legitimate professions being used as fronts for the most heinous crimes. The volume of money, billions of naira, shows that terrorism is not just an ideology, it is a business. If you are as outraged as I am by this revelation and you want to see these financiers brought to justice, please take a second right now to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We will not let this story die. We will keep demanding answers until every name on this list is investigated and prosecuted. What do you think? Why did the government release these suspects in 2021? Is there a powerful cabal protecting them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is the biggest scandal of the year.